Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our free online lesson today. I hope you guys are doing well. And thank you for joining us. So before we get started, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Izzati and I'm from Acad Systems Sdn Bhd. I hope you can see my screen and hear my voice clearly. Let me admit this. So a month ago, Autodesk has released this Revit 2024 version with a lot of new features. And unfortunately, I couldn't really share all of the features due to our limited time. And for today's topic, I will be share with you some of the interesting features in Revit 2024. Right, so without further ado, we start with the homepage of Revit 2024. Right, so here is the homepage for Revit 2024, and at left side here we have My Insight tab, which is the new features. Basically, this My Insight tab, it will bring us to this kind of insight card that you can learn something, which is Autodesk has provide some features recommendation here. And if you like interested to learn about this information, you can just directly watch this video. And here also we have your usage detail, which is you can explore how you're using the Revit in terms of these categories, which are model modifications, family creation, sketch, UI/general, roof modeling, and others. So basically, it shows the percent of we use these categories in past of 30 days. So my insight tab is designed to be an informative and actionable. So for the next features is the most obvious one, which is this dark theme. And basically, let me show you the interface of this Revit. So basically, when it comes to dark theme, everything is in the dark, which is the ribbon is in the dark, the panel as well. And however, for this Revit, for this Revit 2024, for this canvas, we can be set it separately from the rest of this user interface. We can go to view over here and click on this canvas theme. So it will change to the white canvas. However, if we want to change the dark theme for this user interface, we can go directly to File, click on Options, go to Color here, and currently my laptop is on the dark theme, so it by default use the system setting. That's why my Revit 2024 is in the dark theme. So here, if we drop down, we have the dark and light theme as well. Okay. For the next features is at the home page over here, we have a few project file sample, which in this Revit 2024, this Autodesk have provided us with full set of documentation and model for the architecture, structure, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. So technically all of this modeling, it can be linked together, and these features kind of give like a data set to demonstrate how the Revit is full of capability. So let's go to the sample architecture here. So this is how it looks like. And we can go to the 3D view as well to explore a little bit more about the modeling. Going to take a few minutes. So this is basically a very complex modeling that very useful to some user that want to learn about the high level of this modeling drawing. We can see here there is a Toposolid and a detail of this wall as well. So this project file very useful for user to explore more about the features in the Revit. Next, we also have the Modernized project browser here, which is supposed to be faster than the previous version because it has improved a lot, even when the icon itself also currently different. However, the biggest improvement here for this project browser, it has the search function, which we can search any view we want, let's say site, and it can immediately display what we searching for in terms of the types and the header.
Sure I understand.
And next, we also have another useful features, which is I want to show you guys the height parameter in scope box. So I'm going to create a new file. Okay, so I'm going to create a simple wall over here. And then to create the scope box, we can go to view and click on scope box here. So previously, when you create a scope box in the previous version, you can define its height. However, after that, the parameter will be gone and we can no longer edit that height. But in 2024 version of this Revit, we can actually numerically input the value of the height here. Let's say 10,000. Just click on OK. So if we go to the 3D view as well, we can just drag the box here. And we also still can edit the height of this parameter scope box. Right. Let's moving to the next features. Right, so let's move into the next features, which is the texture visual style. Right. So basically, Revit 2024 has new features for visual style, which is the texture. So it actually kind of similar with the realistic. However, you can notice that realistic is a little bit shading and color distortion. Let's say I click on realistic. You can see here there is a little bit shading. And when I switch to texture visual style, so it present like texture of the material in detail. So basically this texture visual style is very useful for presentation that involve the elevations view and also the material, because it's going to show us the real detail of the color of the material. All right. Besides the color, beside the visual style, we also have new features for the color book, which we can directly click on this item. I click on this wall and go to override graphic in view by element here. And color dialog. So instead of the pattern, we also have the color books over here. And if we drop down here, we do have some additional color books, which is very nice and cool. And we also can create our custom book palette with Autodesk Color Book Editor. For the next features is the Twinmotion, which is not a new features, but because it's been available since Revit version 2023.1. Okay, so this Twinmotion basically there's an improvement in Revit 2024 where you can get it for free. And if you like no idea what is this Twinmotion is basically a real-time rendering software where you can find and add element to your model. So you can basically set the material and also create rendering in the form of images, paranormal video, and you also can animate the things. So this Twinmotion, we can see it through the view tab. The view tab over here, and under this presentation panel, we have the render and the Twinmotion as well. So under this Twinmotion menu, it does have some tools that can open up directly to the Twinmotion away from the Revit, which we have is installed separately. For the next features is in Revit 2024, we can place multiple views and schedule on a sheet at one time. So let's go to this new sheet over here. If we go to the sheet, what we notice here at this panel sheet composition, we have the view, and we can select multiple view over here. Just going to click OK. All right, as you can see here, the arrangement view is separately going to place apart. So instead of its being overlapping views on the top of each other, which very hard to separate them afterward. So these new features of Revit give the arrangement view separately. Then we can just drag the view into the sheet. And for this feature, we also can select the view multiple from this project browser. Let's say for the east and west sheet. I'm going to delete it first. So basically from the project browser also we can select the view and multiple and just drag into the sheet. So from the sheet composition where we want to add the view also, we have this search function. We can just directly search view what we're going to make, which going to make it more easier to find the specific view on this complicated project drawing. Let's moving forward to the next features, which is we can directly open the sheet from the drawing area. Let's say for the ground floor, we can just right click and there is an open sheet of it. So it will bring us to this sheet that have the ground view, the ground floor view. And so for the last one, for in this lesson, in this free online lesson, which is the Toposolid. So the most important new features for Revit 2024 is the Toposolid. So instead of having topography as topo surface, which are wall surface, now topography is solid geometry and called as Toposolid. So I'm going to show you how we're going to create the Toposolid. So first, I'm going to create the new file. Right, to create the Toposolid, we can go to this meshing and site. And here at this, we have the Toposolid, and if we broke down here, there is two options, which is create the sketch and create from import. So I'm going to create from the sketch. And here we have the regular drawing tools. So I'm just going to take this rectangle and create its boundary. So unlike topography previously from the previous version that has outlined where these edges only can be straight line and convex. However, in this new version, we can have the concave edge. So I can just create this arc over here. And delete this line. And now we have this topography that has outline with an arc. And just click on finish. So let's go to the 3D view. and change its visual. So now this topography is looks like this way, which is we can go to edit type to see its structure here. So basically the layer over here is only earth, so we can insert for the grass as well. So to insert, just click on insert and by category. And then click OK. And grass should be upper the earth. And then and the thickness will be so there is our Toposolid. All right, now we can shape our Toposolid by editing on this modify sub element, which is we can add the point wherever we want to put it. So it's basically this point is like will be a contour line, and then to edit this point we can click on modify sub element. We can just drag it here and also can put a value of its height. Let's just so now we can see it's like a triangulation shape over here with the point. And let's moving forward to the next features, which is we have the subdivision for the topsoil here. So I'm going to draw the boundary here and click on finish. So basically subdivision is like another layer of on the earth on the top. Perhaps if we want to make it as a road, we can just simply change the material for this subdivision. Just click on this material. And then here we have at the properties, we can change its material. Let's see. Click on OK. You also can change its height over here. Right. So this is how the features of the topography that comes with the subdivision. So basically, that's all the features in Revit 2024. So if you have any question regarding this lesson, do freely ask at the chat box. All right, so if there is no questions, before we end before we end our Zoom meeting, I would like to encourage you to go to check out on our website, which is directly can go to system. And this is our website. And if you have any inquiry regarding the software, or maybe you want to have a training with us, you can just directly chat over live chat with our staff here. And if you scroll down over here, we also have others free online courses and lessons. And to join it, you just can directly click on the title. And there is provide with the Zoom link and also RSVP. So if you want to learn another lesson, you can go to our YouTube channel as well, which is Ecosystems Indra Berhad. And if you want to watch this video again, we do have the record for the live stream. So here we also have another topic as well. There is a question here in Revit 2024. Could we copy the screenshot of Google Map and paste on the model to design actual contour? As I know, we couldn't copy the screenshot of the Google Map. I think that's all for today. I will see you next time. And thank you for joining us again.